To subscribe to Bagoday Crochet, you can subscribe by clicking this red button right here. And don't forget to click this little bell right there next to it. That way you'll always be notified whenever Bagoday puts on a new video. Hi everybody, this is Crystal. So today I'm going to show you how to make these quick and easy little girls headbands. Of course, you can make them for adults too. All it is, it's just a way to take some boring old plain headbands and doll them up with some scrap yarn. Super easy, super quick, and super cute. So let's go ahead and get started on this. Okay, for this project you are going to need a hot glue gun, and you're going to need some headbands. And they don't have to be like this. Any kind will work, but just make sure that they don't have the spikes. You know how some of them have little spikes up here or around here? Make sure they're flat. It can be plastic ones or whatever. Just make sure they're smooth all the way around. See how these are just, some of them have little combs. We don't want that. You just want straight smooth ones. So any kind of work. I got these at Walmart. And then you're going to need some yarn, any color you want. I'm just using Red Heart Super Saver, just different colors of that. And then you're going to be needing a size H, which is a 5mm crochet hook. So what we're going to do first is we're going to wrap the headbands. These two I already wrapped. And I'll go ahead and show you. It's really easy. With my, do a pink one next here. Okay, so what I do to wrap is I get my hot glue gun. I got my yarn here. These are already done. I'll set them to the side. Take and dab a little piece of hot glue on the inside of the bottom of the headband like that. Just dab a little bit. And then you attach your yarn on that spot there. Hold it there so it's nice and tight. And then we just start wrapping. Nice and neatly. Like this, all the way around the headband. Don't even necessarily have to do this if you don't want to, but I just thought I'd just make it all look crocheted, so that's why I'm doing it. Just like that. You can slide it down a bit if you need to. So I'm just going to keep wrapping until I get to the end, and then I'll show you how we glue the end together so it doesn't come undone. Well, we hope it don't come undone anyways. So you just keep wrapping like this. Just go kind of slow. Do it nice and neat until you get all the way around right over to here. Alright, I got it all wrapped up and I'm coming to the end here. I'm just going to put a little dab of hot glue again on the inside of the bottom here. Hot glue and yarn really works well together. I mean, it really sticks. In my experience, I think it does. So then you just kind of glue it down like that. Hold it there until it's stuck. And then you can clip off that extra off the end. Oh, there we go. So that's how you wrap them. So now I'm going to make the bow one, the one with the bow on it first. I think I'll do that blue. So the bow is pretty easy. Go ahead and make a slip knot. And let's go ahead and start with a chain. You can make it pretty much any size you want. I'm going to start with a chain of 16. And then I'm going to do a single crochet in the second stitch from the hook. And then I'll do one single crochet in every stitch until I get to the end of the row. And when you get to the end of row 1, you'll have 15 stitches. And now all I'm going to do is just rows of single crochet. So I'm going to chain 1 and turn my work, single crochet right here in this very first stitch, and then 1 single crochet in every stitch across to the end of the row. And when I get to the end of row 2, I'll still have 15 stitches, and I'll just keep repeating that. I'll chain 1 and turn and do another row of single crochet. So I'm just going to continue doing rows of single crochet, 15 single crochets at the end of every row, and I'm going to do that for a total of 6 rows. Okay, I got my 6 rows done, and you just want to hide your tails. Now I'm just going to wrap the center up with some yarn to tie it up into a bow. So I'm going to use my hot glue gun again, and I'm going to kind of just guess right about where the center here is and put a little dab of glue. That. And I'm going to hook my yarn to that. It doesn't have to be perfect, as long because it's going to be covered up, but just as long as it sticks to it. Don't burn yourself like I'm doing. Now, hot glue everywhere. I squeeze my bow kind of together. Kind of get it as centered as you can. And then start wrapping real tight like this. And then you want to look and make sure your bow is centered and keep wrapping. Back and forth, kind of. We're just putting kind of a middle on the bow. It's covering up that hot glue too, so you don't have to worry about that. And then you look at it and make sure it looks pretty centered. Kind of do it nice and neat if you can. I think that looks pretty good. And you guessed it. We're going to put a little dab of hot glue on the back to glue that piece down. And then we'll clip it off. And then we'll glue it to our headband. If you feel like you want to sew this stuff, if you feel like that would be a better option for you, you can. I think hot glue works pretty good, so I'm not going to sew mine. But then we're just going to take it and we're going to glue it on the headband wherever you feel that you want it, wherever you feel appropriate. I'm going to kind of glue on the side here. I think I need another glue stick in my gun. It's not working very good for me. There. So I'm going to glue it on here. Just wherever you want. I'm going to go on the side though. That. Stick it on here like that. And hold it. And you can go around the edges of it too with glue from the back side just to make sure it sticks if you want. Remember, you can always wrap this around too if you want it with yarn, but I don't have a problem using hot glue, especially on little hair accessories like this. You know, they're not going to be washed really or anything, so. Just like that. And there you go, you got one done. Now let's do the pom-pom one. Okay, now I'll show you. If you don't know how to make a pom-pom, I'll show you. If you do, you can just make one however you make it, or you can use a pom-pom maker. But what I do is I just grab something to go around. I'm going to use my phone case here because it's about the right size. Credit card or something like that. That's what I usually use. But just take it, hold it here, and then we'll just wrap around a lot. I'm wrapping up Freddie Mercury. Love him. So you just keep going around and around and around. Oh, lots of times. till it's nice and thick. You want to have a nice thick pom-pom. But you don't want it too big, so we'll have to trim it up also. Probably wrap like 100, I don't know, a little over 100 times, 120, 130. It doesn't have to be exact, just till it's pretty thick on there. You probably know how to make a pom-pom. Well, most probably do. If not, this is how you do it. Alright, that's probably good. Now I am going to cut my yarn. I'm going to leave a little bit of a tail like that. Now I'm going to slide this off my case or whatever you're using, like that. And I'm going to take a piece of yarn like that, and I'm going to put it where it's in the middle, like that. So you can see my wraps go this way. We'll have to clip them here and clip them here. But first, go ahead and tie this together. I'm going to clip up a long piece of yarn there. It's probably about 18 inches. And kind of tie it as tight as you can right in the middle. Like that. Tie it in another knot. Get it as tight as you can. And I always go wrap again. Pull it around the other side and do another knot. Actually, usually I use a pom-pom maker usually a lot of the times, but I'm just going to show you how to make a regular pom-pom, or how I do it. But everybody probably has their own way, so. Okay, leave those there long, grab it like this, and then we'll start clipping here. You see where they're clipping them apart like that on both sides. Like that. Give it a shake. Now we can trim it up. You want to keep your two long strands so we can, I'll probably tie it onto the headband and then glue it on also. So keep your two long strands. And I kind of take it like this, and then I just kind of trim it. Pom-poms just take a lot of shaping, I think. You just got to trim them to your liking. But anyways, that's how you do it. Now you just keep trimming it up till you get it as small or as big as you want. And do you get it to look how you want it to look? They're messy to make, but they're cute. So I'm going to work on trimming mine up a little bit, and then we'll put it on our band. Alright, I guess mine's probably good enough. Now wherever you want to put your pom-pom, take your two long tails and tie it on like in this. I'm actually going to glue, actually I'm not even going to tie them on. I'm going to glue this on. So I'm going to clip them long tails. Sorry I made you leave them. But you can tie it on if you feel like it's more, it'll be more sturdy that way. But I'm just going to glue my pom-pom on with my hot glue. So right on the top I'll put some glue. Generous amount. Like that. Take my pom-pom. Press it on there, hold it till it's nice and tight, and then you'll have your pom-pom one done. If you want to go underneath it and put a couple dabs of glue along the edge, you can do that just to ensure the hold. pom-pom. Super cute. All right, let's do that flower. Make the flower the pink one. So, be a pretty quick and easy flower. Let me get that mess out of the way. Pom-poms. Make a big old mess. Okay, let's start with a slip knot on our hook. And let's work a chain of 3. Now I'm going to go back into the first stitch and I'm going to slip stitch to form a ring like that. Now I'm going to work a chain of 4. Now that chain of 4 is going to count as a triple crochet. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to yarn over, I'm going to go back into the same stitch and I'm going to work a triple crochet. And I'm going to do that 3 times. So that was 1, 2, and there's 3. And then I'm going to do a chain of 4 and I'm going to slip stitch back into the ring. So that counts as our first petal. So you're probably going to have to slide it over because we're going to do 5 petals. So we're going to chain 4 and we're going to work 3 triple crochets through the ring. There's 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to chain 4, go back into the ring and slip stitch. So there's 2 petals. Remember, you can just keep sliding it over. Start our 3rd petal by chaining 4 and we'll work 3 triples through the center of the ring. 1, 2, and 3, chain 4, and then slip stitch back into the ring. There's 3 petals. Again, chain 4, slide it over, 3 triples through the ring. 1, 2, and there's 3. I'm going to slide some of this over here. Just 1 second here. I got to make room for my 5th petal. There we go. So then we'll chain 4, slip stitch into the ring, and then we're going to make 1 more petal by chaining 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Work 3 triples into the ring. 1, 2, and gets a little tight here. 3, and then we chain 4, 4, and slip stitch into the ring, and then that will end it. Slip stitch and tie off. Just pull that out, tie it off. Now you can fix your petals a little bit by sliding them over and stuff like that. And then we're going to want to hide these tails real quick. So I'm going to go ahead and hide my tails. Alright, now I got a little button here. You don't have to put a button on it if you don't want to. Just kind of put in the center. I'm going to glue that on. So I'm going to go right around the center of my flower. Put my button on that. And then I will glue my flower on to my headband whatever spot you want to put it in. Put mine kind of on the side again, so put there. There it is. All right, that's it. So we got 3 headbands, 3 easy ways to doll up some boring old headbands. Maybe you got just some boring old headbands. You got some scrap yarn. This is all it takes to make them look super cute. So I hope you enjoyed my video. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Click that bell so you don't miss any of my videos. That'd be awesome. And that's it. Until next time, thanks for watching and have a good day.